Hi guys. Yeah, I'm in my truck. It's groovy though. Because I was like, I'm just going to go live with a few more tips. So, I want you to know, I know I rapid fired everything on Tuesday. And it's a lot to ingest, consume, and all that. But I want you to know you're safe and it's okay to say no. Practice in the mirror, though, if you need to. My makeup's all messed up right here. So, it's okay to say no. It's okay to say, I can't do that. It's okay to say, I got enough on my plate, I can't add any more. It's okay. Yeah, you're going to have a little riff to start with different people when you start saying no. And that's just because they're used to you saying yes. So, then I'm like, oh. Okay. Wanted to touch on work a little more too. You know, when you hired at whatever business or company or whatever you signed up for to work, and they start adding a ton more stuff that was never in the job description or, spoke about beforehand, and now it's a requirement. Some things due to the situation with the world, I get. You have to do it. There's no two ways around it. Like wearing a mask all day. Even though you don't like it, it's not comfortable, it's this, that, the other. Sometimes there's things we have to do to live in this crazy ass world. Wearing a mask, one of them. Now, if they're saying, I need you to not only do your job, but 3 other people's jobs because they don't want to hire somebody and they're just being, check in, do that MESL testing, but check in to see, because you can say no to that too, and that's not my job description. I understand we're shorthanded. I don't mind helping in some aspects, but that's now not my job. My job is this. The workplace is a little bit more challenging as far as clear and concise boundaries because, that's your livelihood, that's your paycheck. But you've got to, and I would muscle test it, and I would check into your soul as well to say, is everything I'm sacrificing and doing worth my soul? Because there is some things that are very soul-sucking. Does the money outweigh the soul suck? So, it comes to the point of an evaluation. Okay, wearing masks, not particularly fun. Me and somebody was having a conversation at lunch the other day. She just said, put on a condom and go vote. Put it over your head. And I laughed and I said, we're already doing that. What do you think masks are? We're putting a condom over our mouth and nose. Ooh. But, so I had to make it funny, because God, it was too hilarious. Just put a condom on your head and go vote. And other people around started laughing, and I was like, but aren't we already doing that, wearing the mask? We're putting a condom on our face all the time, because it's a covering. So, yeah, it was a good laugh. I had to add this in, because I know a lot are overwhelmed with all this craziness right now. But to recognize people with even the mask on, know that you know people. So, I was just at the post office, and I walked in, and I looked, and then I looked again. I looked at their eyes, and I knew who it was. And this, hold on. This, for me, was all they could see as well. So, when you're looking at people and you know people, but okay, I'm a person where I make eye contact with everybody. So, and it's not eye contact like look through them, it's eye contact. Have I not done this with this other individual, I would have never knew who I was standing next to, because we were in the post office. We were all, covered, and we had our condoms on, and that's what I'm calling it from now on. It's a condom. It feels so good. So, in which case, I had my condom on, and he had his condom on, but since I know people by their eyes, because I make eye contact, I knew who was there. And then I was like, hey! And they knew me by my voice. So, it's interesting how we know people. So as you wear your condom in your workplace, think how you know people. Is it by their eyes or by their voice? Because we're all wearing condoms right now. No two ways around that. I think I'm going to go live on my public page or my personal page of like, hey, everybody wearing their condoms today. We got to be protected. I'm trying to bring light to it. I'm sorry. We're supposed to be talking about boundaries, but I guess a condom is a boundary. So don't forget to wear your condoms. I don't think I'll be flagged for saying that. In which case, with work, evaluate with all the new mandates. I guess some of us work at home and we don't have the same as some of us that work out in the community and have to wear our condoms every day and change and adjust how we're doing our life in the place that we're doing them. So, kudos to the ones that are out there. I'm out there, but I'm out there in a different way than others. I still work. Online, on the phone, in person even. Nothing's really changed for me. So, in which case, with setting boundaries, you're going to get flack. With setting boundaries, you need to know if it's sucking your soul for not having them. And then the other side with work is the soul sucking worth the price of what you're getting paid? I know right now there's a lot of different places and a lot of chaos going on because nobody knows who's telling what, how to do what, and half the people telling people what to do don't have a squat knowledge about anything on a day-to-day basis. So it's the blind leading the blind, and we're all caught in the mess of it. So the sheep, the sleep, because the sheep are asleep, or the people that are asleep are sheep, however you want to word it. The sheep don't know shit. And the sheep, or a lot of sheep, are leading the way that don't know shit about shit. And then mandating things that they have no clue about. They've never done it or did it. Or in this situation, there's a lot of things that we don't know because we've never walked through it before. But we're learning as we go. And sometimes you fall. The song came to my head. Sometimes we dance, sometimes we follow, sometimes we lead. Okay, life's a dance. Sometimes we lead, sometimes we follow. But life's a dance. I gotta look that up on YouTube. For all the words. But you guys look it up on YouTube, Life's a Dance. And think about it. And I want you to think about it in the sleepy sheep or the awake. Because that's what it's coming down to. Who's awake and who's asleep. And everything's becoming very divided. Everybody's on attack mode. Like, they don't want to listen to reason. They don't want to listen to... They don't want to listen, period. They're just set in their thought process, and that's all they're going for, and they're listening to nothing else. It's kind of hard to talk and communicate with people when They don't want to listen to anything else other than what their stinking thinking is. And I mean, it could be good thinking, but I'm just saying, everybody's so geared to fight that nobody's listening to compromise. So, we just had a really beautiful full moon. Oh my God, the pictures I got were phenomenal. But the energy, it was in Aries, and Mars is in Aries, and retrograde. And don't forget, Mercury stationed right now. It's in shadow. And Mercury goes retrograde on my daughter's birthday, October 13th. Well, the world shut down on mine, March 13th. So 6 months later, what are we doing? We're probably shutting down again. So it'll shut down on my birthday, and as Mercury goes retrograde, October 13th, it may shut down on my daughter's birthday too, which I haven't told her because she'll just come apart. She's a social queen, butterfly. So, in which case, just really evaluate yourself, what you stand for, what is okay for you to do and not do. And that's the biggest, deepest takeaway on boundaries is, what are you willing to tolerate? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to compromise in the bigger picture of things? And at a soul level, you have to check into that space. And you can muscle test it. You know, pardon me with the condoms. But I know my state has mandated to enter here, enter there. So to shop, do, get for my family. It's like, okay, suck it up, buttercup. As much as you hate it, you got to do it. And we're all in that position of finding a compromise, even though, okay, I have to wear this condom to go get my coffee. Okay, they win in the fact that I'll put the condom on, but the win is I get my coffee and can live for another day. And people around me. I'm just a real avid coffee drinker. Most of you know that. So, but I use that analogy though is, what are you willing to compromise in your life? Even with your boundaries. Because right now we're in a very unsettling time. And I don't think it's going to get easier. It's going to get yuckier before it gets better. So, to try to stay true to your soul is about the only thing you can do. And we all live in different situations and different areas and different mandates. And we just have to muddle through with what we're in at the moment. And it's, I guess, the best way to say it. So, the tips, you know, go find your peace place as often as possible. Even when compromise feels real difficult. And for those that work with others in a face-to-face setting that have to deal with the public at whatever level, you know, you can take that 5 minutes out and go to the bathroom. And I know you can say all the quick protection things. You can quick cleanse yourself of just like release everything that's attached to me that's no longer serving my best and highest good. I release it now. But the biggest thing is take 3 big breaths. And I mean, when you suck it in for 5. Hold for 4, push for 6. Suck it in for 6. Hold for 4, push for 7. You know, you start making the breaths more cleansing as you go. Because I'm sure the first one's going to be... Get more concentrated than that. But I know with the exasperation is like... I'm breathing! I know you're breathing, but now let's concentrate on the breathing of sucking it in. Holding it for a second or two. And then blowing it out. And when you blow it out, really just let it go. And when you suck in, just suck in the beauty of whatever you can think of. Flowers, beaches, fun times, good memories, whatever. But you do that 3 times. I do that big deep breathing. I got yawn then. And you may have to yawn. And that's okay. It's expelling more out of you. But within 5 minutes, you can go to the bathroom, do some 3 deep cleansing breaths, letting go. It's not my monkeys, not my circus. I let the shit show go. And by the time you're done peeing and taking care of your personal needs, do it when you're singing the happy birthday song in your head while you're washing your hands, or the ABC song in your head. Do cleansing breaths when you wash your hands. I mean, because hand washing is now a big thing, which it's always been a thing for me. You sing ABC song, you sing happy birthday, you can sing whatever you want in your head out loud. But that's the time you need to wash your hands. That's what I used to always tell my kids when I worked daycare, was like, we're going to sing happy birthday to me. And they're like, to you? And I said, no, to you. And they're like, to me. It was fun. But we sang happy birthday. And for my younger ones, we sang ABCs. Because they were learning. But we were also washing hands at the same time. And there was enough time to get all the dirt off and be okay. So... even when you have to wash your hands in between dealing with people, you can do the deep cleansing breaths to help reset you. And I feel like that's what a lot of this is about, is these tips of just resetting ourselves and refocusing and shifting the energy in the moment, because things are going to become hysteria. And there's nothing we can do about the hysteria, because it's all going on with things we have no control over, such as the government. So, just breathe. Sing happy birthday in your head to yourself. Because those always bring good memories, usually, happy birthday songs. Or just recite your ABCs. So, I think that's all the tips and stuff that I have for you. I'm going to jump off here, go in the house, log onto the computer. And I was intending to do it earlier this week, but I had massive weeks of 3-day work days that come Monday, when I was trying to catch up from the last 4 days off, it overwhelmed me. So I'm trying to get back on a normal schedule. That will go on for about a week, and then it'll be chaos again, or, busyness again. But it's all fine. It's fine. It's fine. I will get everything done. I'm going to drop the link to schedule 15 minutes with me so we can see where your loopholes are after all this protection, cleansing, and setting clear and concise boundaries for yourself in your life. And there's a few tips to kind of help get you through the energy, because let me tell you, this next month's the next 3 months, let's just say, are going to be crazy. Because we got October, things going retro, things ending retro in November, some things coming out of retro as we start this October. So some things that have been retrograde for months are now going direct, and some things that have been direct are going retro. So it's a whole thing. And then on top of it, the seasons we're coming into, yeah, because we got like a month left, because today's October 2nd. I know we have 31 days in October, but November 2nd's a big day. And then, It's just crazy energy because Mercury will be retrograde till November 2nd. So there'll be a Mercury retrograde and Mars retrograde with the election. So are we really going to know? Probably not. I mean, we can hope for the best. Cope with the rest. But in all honesty, I don't know. I don't know. Will we have an answer? Will we have a president? Who knows? And if we don't, the whole month of November is just going to be chaos then. As things start coming direct. Because Mercury will eventually come out of shadow, and Mars comes out November 7th of retrograde and going direct, and Mars is the fighter energy, so middle of November next month, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong, because all this retrograde time, and now we're going to fight it, like with the Aries and slaying stuff. So I think until the end of the year, because I think Saturn actually changes into Aquarius either in November, December, or the first part of January. So I think the rest of this year is going to be crazy. And you know what? But we don't have to let ourselves be crazy or get crazy. We can find the peace within us and knowing, no matter what it looks like at the end of the day, we are going to be okay. Just find the peace within you, even though the world looks like a train wreck. And each one of us knows that the most beautiful rainbows come out of the ugliest storms. So there is beauty on the other side. And yes, we have to go through the storm. In self, in the world, in the economics, in the politics, and the this, and the that, and the other. But once all this corruption and chaos gets figured out, settled down, and moved forward, there'll be beauty on the other side of it. So, until we meet again, I'll be running this again November 16th. And if you know anybody that you think would be interested in going through this course, give them a shout out. Have them get in touch with me. And for those that have went through this time, you're going to get a second dose in November. I'm not going to pay again, but you'll get a second dose as well. So if you say, hey, you ought to do this with me, you will be doing it with them. And I'll be going live like I did this time. I'll be doing it all again, because I'll be running it again. And I'm not going to be like, oh, here's the videos, have fun. Ask me questions if you want. No, I'm going to participate every day like I have. I know this week has been crazy, but I think we've all been a little crazy this week. Just busier than normal. Not being able to get on Facebook, not being able to do the things we normally do, just because of the things that need to get done. So, November 16th, I'll be running this class again for $77 again. You can give them my Vimeo information. I have Cash App. I have it on the website. I will be updating the website for the dates to book there, through the website. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't know. But if it changes the locations to where you could find it on the website, because the website stuff may change, I'll let you know. I'll private message y'all. That way you have the direct link to send them if it changes. I don't know. Things are moving slow and fast with that at the same time. So, I don't know. Alright, guys. Until November 16th. If you have any questions, throw them in the group. And I'll answer them via a video, or just answer the questions with a typing word. Depends how involved your questions are. But if you have any questions, pop them in the group and I'll answer them. And I hope this has really been beneficial to you. As I've written it out piece by piece, I'm like, yeah, it really is breakdown like that. So it's been fun. It's been cool. I've had a blast. I hope it's changed your life, helped you in so many ways with protecting yourself, with cleansing, and even with setting boundaries. So, adios till the next time. Love y'all. Mwah. And send me a comment if you have any questions. Create your own thread, whatever. Doesn't matter. I don't care. Or you can even go live with your questions if you have a whole bunch, and then I will get back with you. So, all right. Till we meet again, November 16th. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.